Silk, a luxurious and beautiful fabric, is a gift from a small creature, the silkworm. These amazing creatures produce the shimmering threads that have been treasured for centuries. But how do they do it? The secret lies in the silkworm's biology. As it prepares to transform into a moth, the silkworm spins a protective cocoon around itself. This cocoon is made from a single, continuous thread of silk. The silk thread is incredibly strong and fine. It's one of nature's most impressive feats of engineering. For thousands of years, people have been carefully collecting these cocoons to create the luxurious fabric we call silk. The silkworm's life is a fascinating journey of transformation. It all begins with tiny, almost invisible eggs laid by the female moth. These eggs hatch into small, hungry caterpillars. The caterpillars, or silkworms, have only one thing on their minds: eating. They munch away on mulberry leaves, growing bigger and bigger every day. As they eat, they store up energy for the next stage of their lives. After about a month of constant feeding, the silkworms are ready to spin their cocoons. They stop eating and begin to produce a sticky, protein-rich fluid from their mouths. This fluid hardens upon contact with air, forming the silk thread. The silkworm spins its cocoon around itself, creating a protective shell in which it will undergo an amazing metamorphosis. Inside the cocoon, the silkworm transforms into a pupa and then finally emerges as a beautiful winged moth. Raising silkworms is a delicate process. They require specific conditions to thrive and produce the finest silk. The most crucial element is their diet, mulberry leaves. Silkworms are extremely picky eaters. They will only feed on fresh, young mulberry leaves. The quality of these leaves directly affects the quality of the silk produced. Farmers carefully cultivate mulberry trees to ensure a constant supply of fresh leaves. In addition to food, silkworms need a clean and well-ventilated environment. They are kept in trays lined with paper or straw, which are cleaned regularly to prevent the buildup of waste and disease. The temperature and humidity are also carefully controlled to mimic the silkworm's natural habitat. Section 4. The silk harvest from cocoon to cloth. Once the silkworms have spun their cocoons, it's time for the silk harvest. This process begins with carefully collecting the cocoons from the trays. The cocoons are then sorted and cleaned to remove any debris or impurities. To extract the silk thread, the cocoons are softened in hot water. This loosens the silk fibers, making them easier to unwind. Each cocoon can yield a single, continuous thread up to 1 kilometer long. The silk threads from several cocoons are then twisted together to create a stronger yarn. This yarn is then dyed and woven into various luxurious fabrics, from smooth satins to delicate chiffons. The entire process from raising silkworms to creating the final product requires skill, patience, and a deep respect for the natural world. Section 5. The gift of silk. Good for people and planet. Silk production is not just about creating beautiful fabrics. It also provides numerous economic and environmental benefits. For centuries, silk has been a valuable commodity, traded across continents and cultures. In many countries, silk production is a vital source of income for farmers and artisans. It creates jobs and supports local economies. Furthermore, silk is a sustainable and renewable resource. Unlike synthetic fabrics derived from petroleum, silk is biodegradable and does not contribute to plastic pollution. The mulberry trees used to feed silkworms also play a vital role in the environment. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate climate change. In many ways, silk production represents a harmonious balance between human needs and the natural world.